Starrivera Conversations, where fashion, culture, and creativity meet. I am Carol Vaughn-Rivera, and today I'm joined by my partner, co-host.
Wilfredo Ramos, and it's such a pleasure to have Jamie on the podcast.
Hey,
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm so happy to be here. We were just saying what a wonderful fall day it is on the East Coast. I've got my tea. I'm here with people I adore. We
I
get
got
to
my
chit chat.
coffee.
We're blessed. This is just a great day. Awesome.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on the show.
Oh, I thank you for inviting me to come on the show. I'm so happy
Mhm.
to just, share about all of our lives. I think it's such a wonderful place to, learn and grow and connect and maybe help other people. I think it's awesome.
And it's so beautiful to have
Absolutely.
a celebrity, up and coming celebrity
I know.
podcast.
Oh, God's ears.
A
That's right.
celebrity.
Wow.
Absolutely.
No, we
I'm
all
a
rise
fan.
together, is what I say, right? We all start somewhere and we all rise together.
Absolutely. So, Jamie, you built a great career of both acting and modeling. How did it all begin for you?
Well, back when I was in my 20s, I actually studied the music business and I kind of started in
Oh,
that route. Yeah, believe it or not. So I studied the entertainment industry. And
uh-huh.
while I was doing some work, producers were asking me to, be on film. And to be honest with you, I wasn't ready yet. I did not have, I was meek, I was shy, I was a little
Hmm.
insecure. So I wasn't ready and I just wanted to stay in the background. And it was wonderful. It was a great experience. I have so many great memories of it. And then it was, I took the safer route. I let fear win. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to pivot. I want to go be a mom. And that's been wonderful. It's been an amazing road raising my two
Yeah.
boys. But, now it's, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, and a little more experienced and way more tougher. And so
Hmm.
stepping into the industry now was like the perfect time for me to do it. And it's been a blessing for the last, few years. I'm definitely just still, getting my toes in and just, start now, which has been great, but still a long way to go. But
And I think
it,
that's how it all begins, right? Because I think the fear takes us away from really following our passion and dreams.
Hmm.
So you're 100%, and I'm with you on that, because
yeah,
Hmm.
and I think it takes everyone the courage to, put the fear away in order to proceed with being more success.
yeah, for sure. And to really put away what people are going to think about you and just do what
Yes.
you do and what
Yes.
comes in your soul. I think we were just talking about that. You got to do what's inside of you and just do it. And so what? You fail, big deal. You get back up and you try tomorrow. So
Exactly.
there's something cool about being a little bit older,
Hmm.
it's like
Older
have
and
that little bit
wiser.
of grit that's a little bit different.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any inspirations? Like anybody, you know?
Oh my
Like,
God, everybody I've grown up with. I actually just watched the Victoria Beckham documentary,
oh
and I didn't really
wow.
know too much about her, but to me, what inspires me are women, no matter what they do, who
Hmm.
keep working through the mistakes, who keep working
Right.
through the downfall, and you keep any successful woman, I don't care
Right.
what industry you're in, I don't care if you're a chef, a cruise director, whatever. When you
Right.
say you're going to do something and you do it despite that's
Yes.
my inspiration. It's not celebrity and fame.
Right.
That's
Right.
not, it's Carol, it's you, going and pushing through and starting being an entrepreneur.
Right.
That to me is, I look at all these amazing women and I'm like, if they can do it, we can do it.
Can
That's,
do it too.
that's my inspiration.
Absolutely.
And I think social media has given us a way to really see how many amazing people are out there doing it for themselves.
Right.
Inspires me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, you bring so much emotion into your work. Like what inspires that creativity
Um,
too?
I think just the fun of it, and
Hmm.
growing up, watching when I was young, I always wanted to be on TV. Of course, I think I said I let fear get in the way.
Hmm.
Just, being able to tell somebody else's story. Obviously, I'm playing older women when I do, having lived that emotion already. Being older, I've experienced so much emotion, so I get it, and to tell
Hmm.
somebody else's story when somebody writes something and they ask you to tell that story for them, it's such an honor. So,
Honor. Yeah.
and it's just a phenomenal creative outlet too. I mean, I
Hmm.
think there's creativity in all of us. And for me, it's, being able to jump into character and have some fun with it or
Right.
100%.
bring their story
Hmm.
to life. I mean, it's so great.
Right.
And listen, I'm only on like the little tippy toe parts right now and building into something bigger, but it's been such a fun
No,
journey.
you're doing great. I watched. I saw you on the Equalizer. I said, "Oh my God."
Uh, yeah, I think I shocked everybody with that one. Nobody really.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
I was working with a wonderful director
Hmm.
on that episode, very inspiring. So it just keeps you going, keeps you wanting more. Stay hungry.
That's how it
Absolutely.
starts, little step by little step. And whatever's easy, whatever's hard becomes easy over time.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. For
So,
sure.
Jamie, being in front of the camera can be exciting, but also challenging. How do you stay confident and focus on staying, like, in
Preparation.
front of the camera?
Preparation. I mean, you
Hmm.
cannot ever over prepare. And when
Hmm.
it comes to modeling too, and I say a lot of girls are like, oh, I want to do what you do. Okay, but you got to keep body in shape. You got to keep your skin in shape,
Hmm.
hair in shape. Like it is constant. I mean, I'm older, so it's not like I'm just blessed, with, having to not worry about eating a cookie. But it's work, it's preparation, and then just at the end of the day,
Right.
what's the worst that can happen?
Right.
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 We'll all be okay if a picture doesn't come out right. If I flub my line, we're gonna do it over. So just
Yeah.
adding a little bit of levity to it and just belief in yourself and your plan and your destination keeps me going. But really preparation helps me so much
Hmm.
feeling confident.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So you've been featured in, like I said, in some amazing things. I mean, I've followed you,
Yeah.
and I'm very impressed.
Yeah. And I
Um,
think we were saying this is audition season right now. This is like the big, so now it's like, let's see where I can land.
right.
Cool.
What's one project that has stuck with you though that you think you'll never forget? It was like an amazing experience for you.
I've had a few. My first commercial, which I actually had a speaking line in, which was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I had this. That was cool just because it was my first. And it was me realizing that I felt so great and calm in front of the camera.
Hmm.
That was like, okay, this is awesome. But there was one show I was on, oh boy, and just like that, which was Sarah Jessica Parker's new show.
Oh yes.
And it just, it felt amazing to be on a real big set. That was my first time on this really big set. And I was like the happiest girl. But it was when I left the set and I
Hmm.
was driving and
Hmm.
I'd gone a different way. I was rerouted with New York City traffic. And there was
Right.
a Porsche that came in front of me with a license plate that said Destiny. And then it just went away. And I'm like, okay, maybe. Maybe. So it was just a really cool experience, to
Right.
feel a vibe and then have a little sign come up afterwards. But
Right.
yeah, and now I'm really excited because I'm filming in a few weeks. I'm doing my first independent horror film, which I always feel is the rite of
Oh,
passage into
congratulations.
Hollywood, right?
Oh,
So that'll
yeah.
be fun to work on that as well. And the director has been wonderful, and just working on that with a great team of people has been so much fun.
Right.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Fredo, take it away.
So, Jamie, you've done acting and modeling. So,
Mhm.
how do you balance those two worlds creatively?
Well, I think at the beginning it was hard for me to understand that when I model, I'm me. And then when I walk onto a set and you have to play a character, like I'm not me. Me goes away and I have to play the character. So it took me a minute to go from that, and I do more lifestyle modeling, which is wonderful because I can bring a lot of my acting into that where you're happy, you're moving, you're going, you're doing. It's not so much like fashion where you're no expression and you're really selling the clothing. So that shift of, you're not you anymore, you're a character, and then going into no, they hired me to help sell this product through my modeling. And there's a reason
Mhm.
why. So, just understanding where I am, what my task is at hand, and in doing the best that I can for the director or the photographer. But a lot of it correlates. I've always said that, a lot of actors, many actors can model. It's not that far off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Posing's a little bit
True.
different though. I've always liked the moving film though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit more forgiving. There's something so vulnerable about the still picture. So I
Yeah.
still get myself a little bit wrapped up in, oh my God, is the lighting right? Is my angle right? So, yeah, but I think they intertwine a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky.
They
Yeah.
definitely do. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you worked with many great photographers and directors. Which one really stands out to you?
They've all been wonderful. I've learned from every single one of them. Um, and I don't want to call anybody out because they're all so great. But the
Mm-hmm.
ones that I can say that are great were the directors or photographers that really took the time to want to make you better. And I always try to make the director better, of course, or the
Mm-hmm.
photographer, but the photographer that will take the time before the shoot to get to know you and talk to you and make you feel really comfortable so that you can get out of that comfort zone and do something maybe a little risky that you might not normally do if you didn't feel comfortable. They tend to always be my favorite that really can connect with you outside of the camera because that's
Mhm.
where you're gonna really feel that freedom. And with a lot of directors on bigger movies or stuff, you don't really have that time. So for me, a good director is going to tell me exactly what they want from me. I might not have time to get
Mm-hmm.
to know and talk to you, but you're going to tell me exactly what you want so that I can do it correctly for you. And I think great directors want you to win and great actors want the director to win as well. And you have to have that cohesion and both want to be great and work for each other. There's no ego at that point. It's you
Mm-hmm.
come together for a common goal to make each other better.
Right.
Definitely right. So you're very versatile. Before starting a new role or photo shoot, how do you get ready?
I actually feel bad for the people around me before because I go into don't talk to me mode and I'm so locked in and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? I do a lot of mental imagery. I try to, think about the actors that I've seen have emulated the character that I'm trying to be. But I really just go into like a really present state. And I also go back to what's my goal of the character and what emotion am I trying to evoke? And I go back in my own life. Well, when did I feel that? Because God knows at 47, I've felt it all, I've experienced it all. So I'll go back to that and just really, but I really get quiet and maybe for like the day before. I don't know if it's nerves or if it's just professional. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, don't talk to me. Nobody talk to me.
It
And
might
then
be
I get on set and I'm like the happiest person. I do my job. I come home like, what's up, everybody? How are you? And they're like, whoa, you're back.
yeah.
But I try to stay as professional as I can and just know what my task is and do it to the best of my ability. And that happens to me before I get on set and while I'm on set. And then I don't relax until I'm in that, car ride going home and I could put my hair in a bun and take my makeup off.
I got do some roles and projects stay with you even after they're done?
Yeah, I think everything does. A lot of my roles have been small thus far, and I'm excited to get into the bigger roles where it does. But I always say that acting is like when I read a book. Sometimes if I read a book that's so moving, I can't pick up another book right away. It does stay. And I think that's a good book. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
a good written story is going to stay with you. It's going to provoke an emotion inside of you. That does stay with you. That's the goal. It does, but sometimes you got to keep it moving too. Like, all right, on to the next role, on to the next role, on to the next.
Right.
You got to kind of move and go. So,
Which
once
one
I get that big role, then it'll stay with me longer.
which one right now sticks with you currently?
Um, boy, I think probably still one of my favorites is my first commercial that I did. just
Okay.
because it was such an exciting moment. It was a very simple, I was playing an office woman. Again, it
Oh,
wasn't anything big, and it doesn't have to be a big role to stand out, but that was big. I did a small independent film where I played a wife, so I
okay.
took from that a
Yeah.
little deeper of a role, and
Right.
it might you all might not ever see it, but I was able to relate to it a lot, and just the feeling of like, all right, I can do this. I accomplished something, and I felt good about it.
Beautiful. It doesn't matter like who it stands out to. All that matters is if it stands out to you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's things that we do in our life and we accomplish them, and then we look back at our past and like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And we could be so excited about what we accomplished, and everybody else is like, oh, that's regular. But
Sure. Yeah. Right. But that's when it goes. You can't worry about other people. We got to do
That's right.
our soul and please us. And I think we hear about that often, where people will talk about things that they loved, and you're like, really? But it's important to us. That's our journey. That's what we're here for.
That's right.
your
So,
journey keeps inspiring so many people. What keeps you motivated to keep growing and creating?
My two sons, they
yeah.
watch everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I do it for them. I want them to see that you don't give up. It's just
Mm-hmm.
keep going. And life is hard. When things are good, you stay humble. When things are bad, you know what's going to pass. And you keep fighting. You keep going and fighting, and you're not going to get everything you want. You will get everything you want eventually, but
Yes.
it's
Right.
not always going to be easy. And, that is my biggest inspiration, for them to see the success eventually and the hard work pay off.
The most
It's
important.
not, it's not about the dollars. It's not about the fame. It really isn't. It's really about showing up,
Mm-hmm.
doing something that you feel you want to do, and pushing through that, and facing the fears, and staying confident through the no's, and
Right.
going. That really is my inspiration, 100%.
What message would you like to share with young women following their dreams?
Just keep going. You can't give up. You can't give up. And you can't compare yourself to other people. That's huge. I think right now, with so much that we see on social media, it's very
Mm-hmm.
easy to get trapped in the I want that, or she's better, or doing more. No, you gotta, and I say this to my two boys, you put your
Mm-hmm.
blinders on, and you keep focusing on your journey and your dreams, and don't worry about anybody else.
Mhm.
you know Let other people inspire you, and
Mm-hmm.
try to, if somebody's inspiring you, try to be like them, then do it. Don't be jealous. Don't
Yes.
be
Mm-hmm.
it.
Right.
Keep going, like, do that. Let women
Mm-hmm.
inspire you. We don't have
Right.
competition, especially with women. Like, let's support each other. There's room for everybody, and just focus on you. And if we have to be a little delusional in the process, then be delusional. Stay
Right.
logical. Have that 10% of logic, 10% of delusion, but you can't. I mean, I've seen people who are so talented that give up. And I've seen the
Mm-hmm.
opposite. We all
Mm-hmm.
know people out there that may not be the best, but they
Right.
made it because they kept going. And
Mm-hmm.
really, and for me, I gave up, in my 20s. So I know for certain, like, you can't. Here I am at 47, and people are thinking I'm crazy, but I'm having a good time. And finding a little bit of success in the process. So you just keep going. You don't ever stop.
Right.
And it's never a
Right.
wrong time. The right time for anyone is when the time is ready for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Yeah. I mean, there's so
Right.
many success stories about people later on in life. We don't hear about it often, or we forget about those people. So
Mm-hmm.
you always got to do it. And I think we see that. I think I see a lot of people who are taking those chances. I see it on social media all the time. So, God bless. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever give up. And you'll know
No.
you'll know when it's time to give up. But
Right.
keep
I
going.
am so excited about this horror film.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be following you. I
I
want to know
am too.
about
I think it's
that.
going to be fun. I get to play Candy, which is an interesting role, fun role. It'll be fun. It'll be my my mark in the horror industry.
Hey, and
Awesome.
final question. Do you have any projects that you would like to share besides, the horror film that you're going to be playing in? Do you have any future projects you would like to speak about?
None that I can share right now, but
Okay.
just keep looking for me.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your
There.
social media? Your social media, so everybody can know to follow you.
It's Jaime Yates, Jaime Yates, and that's on Instagram. And I jumped onto the TikTok bandwagon too. And yeah, just keep following. You'll see what's out there. I mean, there's also too like so much room for like brands and
Mhm.
there's just so much. And 2026 is going to be a great year. Netflix is coming to New Jersey, so we're really excited about that over here. So you never know. It's always
Yeah.
that winding road. But
And
you'll see me.
Wonder.
I'll
I
be
know.
so
Yes. Yes.
we'll have you
Absolutely.
back. We'll have you right
Yes.
back on this podcast in the future to discuss more ventures and all those
Yes.
projects that you've accomplished. And take it away, Carol.
there. I
Yes.
can't wait to be back. And we're, like I said, we all rise together and I wish you guys the most success and, keep working hard and you guys are shining
Thank
bright.
you.
Really.
Thank you. Anything else you would like to share before we close
No,
out?
I hope everybody has, some inspiration from all of us, keep working hard, keep doing it, we're all supporting each other here. And listen, success for all.
Right? Sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. Let's go, everybody.
Yes. And so thank you for joining us on our podcast. We're very honored and very blessed.
I'm honored and blessed as well. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And
Thank
mwah,
you.
you all.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching Starrivera Conversations.
Stay
Take it
tuned.
away. Yeah.